Hello, we are back for another Avatar: The Last Airbender traditional draft. And we're off a couple of O3s. We're looking to rebound, so we're going to try and have a little less fun, stay away from green-blue, because we've had a few disaster decks in that color pair, and play cards that impact the board state. That was our last issue, was we had a lot of air, cards that would draw a lot of cards, but wouldn't do much to stay alive. So, speaking of, I think that's Airbender Ascension. You can take Guru here and build lessons around it. Sagas also are made much better with this. I run a deck that had the mythic rare Kuru saga, and we had two Gurus to grab Kuru. That was sick. Path to Redemption is just not great. Removal, it's alright. Susceptible to things like bounce and airbending. I think we just take Guru here. Boomerang Basics, for example, is a bad interaction. If you put your pacifism or your enchantment removal on their creature and they get to Boomerang Basics it back, that's usually a bad thing. I've come up on It'll Quench You because it is a lesson in your graveyard. It's something we can fetch with Guru. But let's take Boomerang Basics. This is also, I think, going to be worse in best of 3 when they see that you have it. Play around it. Three mana to give Firebending 4 does not seem worth it. That seems like one of the weakest rare lands. The white land is crazy. That gives 1/1 counters to all your creatures. And I guess we'll hope to wheel maybe It'll Quench You here, and then see if we have a second color that matches up with any of these. Bitter Work, I think, the potential do nothing. 3-mana enchantment. Best card here is Iroh, but he's red-white. It's not what we're doing with Guru and Boomerang Basics. Do we take him here? 2 players past him. What are we taking if we don't take Iroh? Sold Out is fine if we stick to Dimir. Blue-black has treated us well. This is not the premium removal we want. We want the uncommon that is 2 mana and exiles a mana value 3 or greater. Or the sack, the single black pip that you can sack a creature to remove. So is this? Because I don't think we want Octopus Form. And the only other considerations are the captives if we're going to be blue-green, which we're trying to avoid, or Sold Out. Take Iroh and spec. Okay, Dragonfly Swarm is great. Guru could be just cast for blue mana here. So we could play that, maybe splash Iroh, or just put this in the sideboard. Let's see. Fatal Fissure was great when we played it, but I think we're going to run into a lot of situations where you can't use it like a combat trick. And you really want to run it in like black-white only, I believe. We can sack creatures. Okay, Tiger Seal. We could do red-blue. Draw. Deadly Precision. This is the card I was talking about. These are great efficient removal spells. 1 mana, 1 mana. Often 1 mana in the ally decks. But we know we're blue. And we don't know what our second color is. So, hurts me to pass up this mana. But I think we do take Tiger Seal. Unless this card stinks. But let me check. 17 lands. I could see that people would take it not building around drawing often enough. And it doesn't end up being a 1 mana 3/3 blocker. In fact, the Watery Grass might be better. But how often do you get to play Tiger Seal? Analytics, card data. I'm sorry, let's do table. Game in hand win rate. Tiger Seal. Tiger Seal is low, 53%. Watery Grasp is much higher, 58%. Okay. Long Fang, I don't mind. It could be blue-black. Rowdy Snowballers, I think, is one of the worst blue cards. So nothing much in this pack for us. We could play a Pox Bears or an Ostrich Horse, but the rest is just not what we want to be doing. Okay, let's take a land here. Ember Island production is too expensive. Cunning Maneuver could be played, but we don't know that we're red-blue for sure yet. And this isn't even a lesson payoff for Dragonfly, Swarm, or our Guru. Alternatively, we could have taken the barrels of jelly there. We're going to try and splash. Not much here either. I don't want to be playing the Iguana Parrot. Maybe Tundra Tank is fine in blue-black. I mean, I don't think so. This is a lesson. It's not a great one. Two mana to remove a card from your opponent's hand that they haven't spent any mana on. Lone Wee, I think I would only ever play if we have that 7/7 red red black black Ozai card that I can go fetch. Ostrich Horse is here. We'll take it. I know I said we wouldn't be green blue if we could help it, but it's possible that we can't help it. Geyser Leaper. It's more likely. Wow, Deadly Precision. Maybe black is open. What does our blue-black deck look like? So get this out of here. Get this out of here unless we splash for it. Looks decent. Well, what if we were green-blue splashing red? Green-blue splashing red. This card is very good. Even if it's removed right away, it's a 5-mana 5/4 trample that brings in a 4/4. Not exactly because it's earthbending. It's a little bit worse than bringing in a 4/4, but I think we need to warp our deck around this. This card is so good. What else is here? Toph. Toph is also good. If we were stuck blue-black, there's not really anything interesting for us here. A few more lessons. But Fatal Fissure, like I said, I don't think is a blue-black card. Is a black-white card. So we take Bumi. Blue-black splashing green or green blue or green red splashing blue. I mean, there's so much blue here. What do we really lose? Just Octopus Form, Tiger Seal. Maybe we're not blue. Geyser Leaper I don't care about. Guru could just be green. It could be green black or green red. Alright, let's say we're green red. Maybe splash blue. And go from there, right? Because Fire Sages has got to be the best card here besides Earth King's Lieutenant, which is too far away from what we're doing. Take, I mean, Deadly Precision Wield. We could try and take Swamp Snare Trap, although we like Deadly Precision better. These are black cards, though. Green-black, splashing red, or could we just be red? What does green-red look like? We'd lose Deadly Precision and the Dilate Indoctrination. I think we determined black was open, though. Alright. Let's take a black card and figure it out. Now these two are here. I think we just take Raucous Audience. Try to ignore that. Boulder, ready to rumble. is another consideration. Power 4, we could have power 4 off Ostrich Horse. We could have power 4 off counters with Guru, and power 4 off Bumi, and the land he Earthbend. So I think we just take Raucous and hope that Boulder wheels, given that there are 2 great blue cards here and a good Boros card. I mean, it's gotta be Solstice Revelations, right? Which is a great lesson. Dragonfly Swarm, we don't even know if we're splashing for blue yet. These would not be worth splashing for. This might be. Especially if we got lesson payoffs with Guru. War Balloon. I think these are fine, but I'm kind of tempted to see how good War Balloon is. If I see below a 55% win rate on 17 lanes, I'm not trying it though. 53.5%. Okay, let's take archers, the sentries, or the land here. Oh, I thought this was the lesson removal. I thought this was the deal 2 damage plus the number of lessons in your graveyard. Maybe it's playable with Guru? Instant lesson. No, mountains. Oh my gosh. Well, we passed up a Dragonfly Swarm for that. Let's take the sentries here. I don't love it, but we need 2 drops. So we'll probably take the Deserter's Disciples here. What is our red? And we could take Judy. This really is just a 2 mana 2/2. This, if we're splashing red, I mean, that doesn't actually make sense. If we were splashing red, we would need double red to play this. Take Azula. Keep it messy. Fire Nation Warship is fine. Swamp Snare Trap is here. And we took the Deadly Precision. So I'm going to say that black is open, and I expect to be rewarded for it in the next path. Foggy Swamp Hunters stink. This is white. If this was green, red, black, it'd be perfect. Okay, what do we take? What do we take? Zula? Another sentry? Let's take another sentry. We know we're green. Oh, okay. The only firebending we have is the Fire Sages. This card is great though. 1, 2, 3. Can we cast this? Is it just Haru? How many allies? Ally, ally, ally. Maybe black is just a splash for the removal. Key allies at last. Okay, we'll take that. I would run a Cave of Two Lovers. Now let's put our removal in a pile. It's just this black that we would have to splash for? What are we splashing with? Nothing right now. Interaction. Seismic Scene is nice. Because we have Bumi to go fetch. That being said, there is Earth and Ally here. It's too many colors for us to Earthbend with it. Let's just take Seismic Scene and kind of hope to do the best thing available in our deck. It's also a 1-mana sorcery, which is nice with Guru. Take another Wall Top Sentries. Or we could take a land or Ruffians here. We have enough 3-drops. Let's take a land here. Tylee. Is Tylee worth splashing for? I mean, we're not missing out on anything besides a Turtle Duck or Abandoned Attachments here. Yeah, I think we're splashing black. We're playing Tylee, so let's take it. Tigerdillo. Gonna have what 4-power creatures? This. Fire Nation Warship. Ostrich Horse, and then we would need counters. So Sparring Dummy, maybe? Rock-a-Lanch. So I don't love it, but it's a lesson. We can't do this and splash black. And I think we need to splash black for the removal. So I don't love it, but we'll take Earthbending Lesson. And ideal scenario, we hit it with Guru. Battle Fan is also far from ideal here. Take, wow, Dragonfly Swarm. It's like, we splash blue as well? I don't think so. This will help. Last picks. I mean, this thing isn't super great. Sandbender. Scavengers. I think the uncommon black white enchantment is actually better. And add Al to the sideboard. So we did it. I actually would like some more draw. That's what we're trying to stay away from, is a bunch of draw cards that don't do enough to affect the board. So we've accomplished our goal there. I wonder if we went too far in the other direction, right? Let's see. Deadly Precision is best when we have some clue tokens. Our only clue token generator is Fire Nation Warship, but we can also use Kyoshi Battle Fan as a sack target. I don't love Azula Always Lies. I don't like splashing for it, but it may be a necessity here. Let's cut the swamps down to 1, 2, 3. That would be 4 sources for 4 cards, each with a single black pip. For red, we'd have 5 sources, but we have early. We want to play it earlier. This can also fix for us. So this is 4, 5. This is 5, 6. And then forest, we have 8 sources. So the mana is rough. Can we do anything about that? We can. We can run a Canyon Crawler. Just as a cycle. I kind of hate that. Let's run a Mongoose Lizard. We're main red. Indoctrination. Only other red or green card is Solstice Revelations. We're not going to have very many mountains, so it's going to be very weak. So Azula Always Lies may come in here twice, believe it or not. Or we run a Canyon Crawler. Despite the double black being awkward, it'll serve as another black source. And we need to run one more card. Azula Always Lies it is. Okay, so 3, 7, 13, 14, 15. Let's get this out to see how many lanes we actually have here real quick. 4, 7, 13, 14, 15. This needs to go up. This needs to go up. 8, 15, 16, 17. Then these all count as a half. 18, kind of like 19 sources, but you need to get to 2 before you can use these. Then we can cut Azula Always Lies. We can probably cut Canyon Crawler. We probably should, right? I mean, it makes a food token for Deadly Precision, which is nice. Combat Trick over here. Union Archers will help deal with our shifty mana a little bit. And we could actually probably just not run Azula Always Lies. Alright, let's run it as is. This deck is wonky, but if we play Bumi, we have a chance to win just off him. The splashing has definitely been harder in green this set than our previous set. Splashing was so free in Spider-Man. Scions, the literal like 5 different mana color card, was one of the top win rate cards in that set because it wasn't actually prohibitively expensive to play. This is our top. I probably should have molded this. This is our top end, but we have red and green. And Guru will go fetch a lesson our land to play these guys. Alright, so ally, ally, nice. Cunning maneuver wouldn't even keep us alive here. So let's just pass. It might be correct to actually cycle with it here. I would like to keep Haru alive. Water Tribe Rallier would be a good thing to kill. Yeah, I don't know that we'll have time to do this. And it'll give us something we can sack with Deadly Precision. Okay. Well, we're definitely behind on board here. But if we hit a land off this clue token or our next draw, we can play Bumi, start to catch up. And he's got black, green, white, red. He's just missing one color for Earth and Allies, Earthbend ability. Okay, there we go. Still no black. Will slam. slam Boomy. Let's earthbend a mountain, and then a forest. Earth and allies effect is still 6 mana. Okay, there's a black source. We could also just slam Guru. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, what does Guru fetch for us? We should be able to earthbend off Haru. This 1/1 forest into a 2/2. And eventually be able to attack in with it as a 3-power creature. A whiff is rough. Lesson Saga or Shrine. Oh, he can't grab lands. When he deals combat damage to a player. Okay, 4, 5 power. +2/+2. I guess in case he has the +2/+2, you can block wall top sentries on mountain, and then I guess this is still a good attack. We shouldn't have played Guru out first. Okay. I don't understand the double drop, the double block if he's got Death Touch, unless he's gonna play a combat trick here. He is. Well, we get to still kill the Earthen ally. Two. Okay. Well, he kind of totally unnecessarily did for one there. I think he was worried about Bumi's effect triggering. I think it does, even if he dies. If he does combat damage. Imaginable. Would not have minded having some of those in the deck. Alright, let's start with Swamp Cycle. Oh, we can actually play Daily Agents. We want a 4-power creature so we can attack into the wall top sentries and Badger Mole. But if we use double removal next turn, we could sack a 1/1 one of our 1/1 lands. Could be a good spot. Plus he has big boys now. Wow. I guess this is worth a double block. He's tapped out. Okay, we can pay full cost without sacking and use allies at last. Attack with everything but Haru here. 8, 10. And see if he has a lesson in his graveyard to gain life. He does. First strike. Okay, that's going to be a better target to kill than the wall top sentries, I think. Land is not what we want to see. So if we swung out, blocks of 4, blocks of 4, we do 3, he eats 1, 4, 4, we eat 1, 2, 2. Or he eats Haru, he eats a 4, 4, yeah, and he would die. I guess he gains 2 life off this dying. So this is rough, but... Haru creating more bodies with Earthbend is also a possibility. Any ally that enters is going to be 2 bodies now, and we get to stop the Water Tribe Rallier from water bending and grabbing cards off the top of his deck. He does have 4 cards in hand, though. TLA, that's going to be tough as soon as he gains some life. So I think we need something this turn, otherwise we're toast. Those lands are going to come untapped. Those creature lands serve as blockers we can't get past. Alright. So what would this do? Earthbend 1. Make a 5-5 and try and attack in. Or I guess hold up blocker. He's got TLA. Or if we made another body, we would have 4 attackers. He'd have 2 blockers. 2 would get through. He'd be dead, depending on when he gains life. So does life gain from death trigger save an opponent from lethal damage? No, it won't. So he's dead, right? If we swing in here, 1, 2 blockers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 get through. The 2 that get through could be 1/1s though. Then we're in quite the pickle. Okay. Will that do it? Earthbending on one of the forests. Put a 1/1 on one of our creatures. Let's make it a forest. That's 3/6 attackers to get through. Any two. I mean, if he has anything, we're dead though, right? This might be our best shot though. What's in our deck? Our good stuff's largely gone. He's got more cards in hand. Let's do it. He's going to have 5 turns to play out next turn. 5 cards to play out next turn, so probably our best shot. Okay, he needs something, or he's dead. This is 6 damage now. He does have something. And that's going to be gained. He'll be able to get lifelink back with TLA agents. It's not technically over, but all our top end is gone. Bumi, TLA, Guru, Earthbending Lesson. We have only 3 drops and below from here. No way to poke through either. We don't have direct damage with like Lightning Strike or anything. I mean, the good news is right now if TLA attacks, he only goes back up to 2. Guru still threatens lethal. So I'll stick around and see if he has anything. He should in 4 cards. Deadly Precision. Okay, so here's another shot at it. Pay 4. I guess he goes to 4 when this dies. This is a death trigger. Heartless Act. Cycle does nothing. So what do we want to do sideboarding wise? He's got cards that will accrue value eventually. Master Pandal and Rallier. He's got some big boys. Earth and Ally will do the same thing, so I think he'll win the late game if we don't get value from Bumi. Land is not going to do it, and he's got Fire Lord Azula. His mana is going to be inconsistent, I think. Or he's going to have to take turns off with Cycle Renewal. He's trying to play all the colors. That is just awful. No way we play the Boomerang. Okay. Need to draw some action here. But Opponent does mulligan, so that's a good sign for us. They are running a regulation size deck. Let's get Raucous out here. Sparring Dummy is going to be pretty bad in this matchup, but we don't have anything to side in for it. Battle fan. Bumi off the top. Bumi, Bumi, Bumi. That's not Bumi off the top. Alright. Start trying to get the beatdown going. That's why Earthbending Lesson is not great. It's basically like a 5 mana 4/4. It at least had haste, I guess. Think of it as a 5 mana 4/4 with haste. No way. Yuck. Well, let's get in with the team. End turn. I don't know if a re-equip is correct here. So this is the scenario we're talking about. He has to take turns off. Use Cycle of Renewal. But Sparring Dummy is throwing a wrench in that plan a little bit. Badger Mole. It's going to be hard to overcome. We don't draw Bumi soon. Okay, well, that's a way to draw Bumi. Ostrich Horse, because it has 4 power. How about that? Alright, and how about we play Ostrich Horse first. I think we do decline. I think I would rather sack the Sparring Dummy than our Kyoshi Battle Fan. So this is the opposite problem. We're getting cards that affect the board so that we're not just behind on board, but we're hellbent just about every game. Either we need to play cards that will kill them when we vomit out our hand, or have some balance between draw spells and cards that affect board state. And it's not a good sign for our deck and its power level if he can play Cycle Renewal, take turns off, and we still can't kill him as soon as he just plays one Badger Mole. We go, oh, yeah, that's probably too much to beat. We swapped to be green-black main and splashed red, so the other way around. What's he timing out for? I absolutely will take that. This is the next level play to make it look like he is AFK. Then it's actually gonna, yuck. Trade, that makes sense. Foggy bottom swap comes in. Whoa, we're back for right. Diley is gonna be tough to overcome. Ping for life. I guess we'll see what we draw first. Okay, no indestructible trick. I think that was a good trade for us. Boomy, 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 boomy up. What is that? Standstill. Whenever player casts a spell, sacrifices enchantment. You do each of that player's opponent's draws 3 cards. Well, joke's on you, I have no spells to cast. I see, so he's ahead on board. So he's not going to play a card, he'll be able to attack in. And we're going to have to give him 3 cards at some point. When it enters, he gets to scry, we'll give him a scry, so just no blocks, we take 4. Three, 5, 7. We could play Boomy if we got it this turn. That was not what we were hoping to hit. There's just no way we come back right. Even if we draw Boomy at this point. I mean, maybe if he has nothing or attacks with his planes. I mean, we still trade. Earth and Ally is going to be able to make 5/5. That's creature soon. Alright. Can't cast Bumi if we fetch it. Oh, we can't fetch it because it's not Saga or Lesson. Let's scoop. Scoop. This game's over. And let's look at a green-black deck that splashes red instead of the other way around. I think it should have been like that from the get-go. I think we built this incorrectly. I think it's still not great, but Azula Always Lies comes in. This comes in, so there's a lot more lessons to hit. Judy comes in. Hog Monkey is not great, but it comes in. We cut Mongoose Lizard. We cut Fire Sages and the Archers and Cunning Maneuver. Play just Boomy, and we actually don't need to play all these Dialy indoctrinations. So let's do way less mountains. 1, 2, 3. And then lands are 7, 7, 14, 16, 17, 18. And cut one of these. 6, 7, 8 sources. 4 green and actually 9 green, 8 black, 3 red. We actually probably cut 1 mountain to add 1 forest. We can probably cut 1 Dialy, 1 Azula. We move Azula over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 drops. That makes sense. Let's cut it up like that. See if we have any more success. Canyon Crawler. Can also potentially serve as top end. Wait first. This is keepable. We have no 2-drop. But Guru should have a lot more lessons that I can hit now. Another Rumble Arena. Alright, well, let's Earthbend our forest. That's scary to see turn 2. Let's get one thing out. It's not an ally, so we're not missing a trigger with Haru. Oh, I'd love to have the Toph. I think we did have a chance at having drafting Toph, but there is something real powerful, maybe even Bumi, in that pack. Alright, well. Let's drop Haru, and then Kyoshi, trigger Earthbend again. More bodies, right? If the land dies, it'll trigger Long Fang. Treetop Freedom Fighters. He's got so much mana. 3, 6, 8 mana already. Of any color. Kyoshi Palpin of his own. I really hope he runs out of gas. If he has draw spells, then we're in trouble. This thing, I gotta assume, has a insane win rate. Let's look it up on 17 lane. It is called the Great Divide Guide. I guess we earthbend again here. Probably should have done. Well, how do we whiff? Wow, we have so many lessons. I mean, I guess that's at least to put those on the bottom of our library. We really only want the vehicle. Great Divide Guide has a 61.8% game in hand win rate. So it's like the 15th best card. I would expect something higher, actually. What do we want to kill? What does he have? +3/+0? Or +2/+0? If we did this. Just that. Two, 4, 6, yeah. +2/+2. He 4. He goes to 5 toughness. I'm expecting +2/+2 to 2 creatures here. But it's mana of any color, so it really could be anything. It could be +1/+1 and indestructible. +2/+2 to just 1 creature. I mean, 3. 3/5, right? That's what we make. 1 damage to all creatures an opponent controls. Wow, that was weird. Three, 5, or 1 mana short of playing the Canyon Crawler. And if we put the counter on, let's see, 3 toughness. Yeah, if we put the counter on Omashu City, we can sack that later. Transfer the counter off Long Fang's death trigger when we go to draw a card. Earth Kingdom General. Okay. Four. That's not big enough to attack through Guru still. We're not going to swamp cycle. Yeah, get one more land. 2 more lands, and we can play this. I guess one more swamp, right? So we'll hold up sacking Amashu City. Okay, a little bit of board stall. He's immediately going to break. So we didn't have anything last time. Let's, I guess, hope that's the case this time around as well. 2-1 there. We can sack this later, so I think we want to put this here. Put this here. Put a 2-2 here. And then we can sack Amashu City. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 5. Stop Toph damage. Stop all damage. Exiling the Guru. That'll skip the death trigger. And we'll get our 1/1 forest for free, but that will redistribute its counter when it dies. We want to, before he goes to damage, sack this. Now we can put this counter on nothing to win combat. Right, just the wall top sentries. Oh, wow. And we can do this. We can either save our Haru or kill his Rumble Arena. What's better? I think killing his Rumble Arena. Oh, can't we? I guess we're 1 mana short. Or we ran out of time. Okay. Well, can't play that without another swamp. I guess we can see what we draw first. He could have +2/+2 here, but if he does, that's still kind of alright as long as we have allies that last first, which we don't. Well, I think we're ahead on board enough that we can do this. Let's do -1/-1, +1/+1. We do give him a scry. But now we're sitting pretty with 2 removal spells in hand and a lot more creatures on board. Wow, those are just weird attacks from it. Earthbent too. If he had been more patient, he would have Earthbent more, made Toph bigger. True ancestry. It's another Earth Kingdom general, so we'll be gaining a lot of life. Whenever he earth bends, right? Yep. We can chump and move that counter. But what do we make? 3/4, 3/4. We attack into his stuff just fine, right? I guess this makes a 4/5. No, that doesn't attack it any better. Let's just take the 2. Earth bending lesson. All right. We can make a 5/5 and attack in. That's not going to make sense. Okay. And he'll be able to get to 3 power max here off Kyoshi Baofan unless he earthbends the land he already has, Rumble Arena. If he does, we have a better target for our removal spell. It'll shrink Toph and kill his Rumble Arena. He'll get a Scry again, but he'll be left with 2 2/2s and an 0/3. Okay, that means we're playing the Canyon Crawler soon. Let's... Three, 4. So if we remove... Yeah, let's see if we can get him with allies at last. Okay, well, let's blast Rumble Arena, and we do get to eat Toph for free. He has 1 colorless mana that shouldn't be able to cast anything. Okay, yum. Good. Foggy Bottom Swamp. We even re-equip if we want. To what? I guess to Longfang, so everything threatens to kill 2 of his creatures if he blocks. Don't play Bumi. Ooh, Earth King is a pretty good one. Gain 2 life. Make 6/6 power and toughness. 2 more blockers. So this looks funky. What is this? Just 2 damage. I guess he doesn't earthbend, so he doesn't gain life yet. Now, is Bumi even better? It is, because it enables an attack this turn with our creatures. Uh, 7/9 on the Crackbat. We just gotta make sure Wall Top Sentries does not go. 13, 17. Is he dead if he doesn't block 2 creatures? Right? What if he lets these two through? Walks these, then he trades. But if he lets these three through, 5, 9, 12, yeah, he's dead. Okay. Was not expecting the game to go that way. I kind of hate the sparring dummy. We can bring in another Azula Always Lies or Dai Indoctrination. How many combat tricks are we looking at there? Dan. 2, but he's making combat happen. He's attacking in even when he shouldn't. Yeah, we'll keep it. Got Bumi. Got a 2-drop. It's got a 3-drop. It's got all our colors now. Removal. Looks great. Crew 2, yes. Might kill Haru now if he's got removal. He did not show a lot of removal. We definitely will just take 2 here. Smack for 1 right back. Okay, he is playing Shrines. That is crazy that we haven't seen one till now. There's the Guru. If we get one more land, then this hand is great. In fact, I was gonna... actually, let's just play Guru this turn. I was gonna say we could guarantee we get there by swamp cycling the Canyon Crawler, but it's gotta be better to just play Guru. Another whiff. Wow. Guru has been letting us down. So we can swamp cycle here, then have 3 mana and play the Fire Nation Warship. Let's do that. Let's not send our 1/1s. Okay. It's alright. -1/1, +1/1, -1/1 there. +1/1 there for more damage. And we can do maximum damage here. And still feel pretty diversified because one of our 1/1 forests is going to become a 5/5 forest. Studying a lesson of his own, and he will, I assume, just chill here. He's been attacking like a madman, but I think even he will relax here. Let's play. Let's attack with our wall top sentries first, see if we can clear the way for Bumi. He should trade for a 4/5 death touch, yep. Back to 20. And now Earthbend 4 on this guy. Let's Earthbend 1 on this guy. Maximum bodies. Get a 1/1 that we can chump with and sack to draw cards if that situation ever arises again. Okay, so here, yeah, we want to tap our 1/1s to -5, -3 this thing. And then they'll be able to attack again with Bumi's effect. But they don't have to. 4, 5, 6, 7 damage on the extra combat phase, but didn't need it. Good problem to have. I wanted to see the extra combat phase, but don't mind just winning the game. Let's take Sparring Dummy out and put in. It's one of our few cards that needs combat to happen. Another Azul is always eyes. I'll pause until we find another match here. Okay, we found our final match. It's DCB_popcorn. This says no play until turn 5, but it's got Guru and it's got Bumi, so we're going to keep it. Okay, here we go. Let's play the tap line first, and we at least have a turn 3 play. Turn 2 play off the top would be perfect. Nope. Not that lucky. This is pretty good. Guru is an ally, Bumi's an ally, and wall top sentries are all allies. So this should be a 1-mana removal spell at instant speed. Lighter kids. Okay, blue, white. Get another wall top sentries. Okay, please, Guru. When we were red, green, base, we did not have that many lessons, but you've got so many cards you can hit. Just hit one time. That's all I ask. Soka. He actually played this thing just off 4 different color lands raw. Maybe you guys now create a 1/1 white ally. I think that needs to die. I don't think we play Guru. I think we play wall top sentries. Play a forest, and we could try and get him by removing Menace. But let's kill him while he's tapped out. Okay, there we go. We don't want him to make 1/1 ally tokens, and we don't want to have like Octopus Former enter the avatar state. And if he does, in return, kill our wall top sentries, that's totally fine. We're going to get out. Guru and Bumi. Bunch of 2/2s and 2/3s, so we block all that. Let's attack with 1 wall top sentries. Does not take the trade. Boomy time. Okay, exile. Airbend, Wall-top Sentries. These will give us 2 life if we can get a lesson in the graveyard. The only lesson we have right now is Azula. But Seismic Sense is a lesson. Guru will go fetch us a lesson. Let's play, I guess, the Mountain, then Guru. So we have a green non-creature land that can cast Seismic Sense. And we can get to 5 power and toughness with Bumi, which will be pretty good for an attack. No hits. Unbelievable. These both would be hits, but we drew them. So, oh well, let's cast this now. And let's take... We can't cast TLA. That's the best card. But let's take Longfang, because we can actually cast it. Kyoshi, Earthbending, and Deadly Precision are going to the bottom. Bumi does not get to attack here. Do we want to attack? I don't think we attack with a forest. I think we have to chill with all. We at least have lessons in the graveyard now, so that Wall-top Sentries die for 2 life, and we can play Wall-top Sentries again next turn. He's in a top deck scenario. He can tap down Wall-top Sentries 1 more time with North Pole Patrol, but we'll have 2 on the field from here on out. Plus, it'll remove a blocker. Yikes. Looks like he is going to tap down and attack through. If we play Wall-top Sentries, I think we do still play Longfang. Azula Always Lies can maybe keep us alive. If we're at 3 life, I guess no, it's probably better to hold Azula Always Lies around them. If he can get 1 flyer through, we can shrink that 1 flyer. And it'll make a Wall-top Sentries 4 toughness, which is enough to take our creature. Deadly Precision is unplayable, unfortunately. And so is that Azula's Always Lies, since we didn't hit a swamp. So I think we're in a rough spot here. We're just dead because we don't get the life from the Wall-top Sentries dying until later. We have to... We did that and we got a black land for Deadly Precision. We're still... Are we still dead? Because 1 flyer still gets through? Yes. So let's... I guess go crazy. Bumi and Forest at least. Okay, it's not getting any new info out of us playing these creatures. All he needs to do is tap 1 sentry and we'll be dead. Life gain will be too low. Will be too slow. We'll take the damage first. Unfortunate. Okay, all too slow there. We started on turn 3, but it felt like we had a pretty good shot. Especially once we drew the wall top sentries. Is there anything we can do to stay alive against flyers? We could remove Hog Monkey by another indoctrination. I don't want to do Sparring Dummy. We could do Sparring Dummy. Try and gain life off Lessons Milled, but that seems pretty rough. I'd rather have an attacker or a way to remove something from his hand. TLA is also a sorcery, and we need to hit a sorcery lesson. So we need to hit a lesson with Guru before this draft is done. What is this? This is crazy. Okay. One, two. Don't want to toss anything back. I think actually we toss a swamp. So we want a mountain. I guess this is an awkward turn 1 play. Let's send Seismic Sense back. It's an awkward turn 1 play. We hope to get red land by other means for Bumi. But it's going to be best to play our 2 and 3 drop, guaranteed. Alright, this is not great. 2 mana Mind Rot. But it looks like he doesn't have much going on either. He drew it, then went full patrol. Okay, we'll get another wall top sentries out there. Raucous Audience. Isn't going to be able to cast Bumi. Yep. Ostrich Horse is nice. We won't attack with either creature here. We know he's got the Razor Rings. And no swamp. We will take the Foggy Swamp bottom. And we shouldn't have played our land. Oh, we didn't. Cool. We can draw off that. Okay, we'll continue playing out our board while he holds up Razor Rings. now I think we do get in. Three power attackers essentially, or attackers with the ability to kill his North Pole patrol, at least. So he'll tap down. Looks like it's the ostrich, of course, smacking with all our creatures and play Haru here. Heyo, that's a big booty boy. It's gonna be hard to get past. These 3/1s are blocked pretty effectively by that. So just the wall top sentries can be sent. And he's got mana to tap. 3/1. Yeah, everything's the next one. We would only do 5 damage if we sent it. So let's sacrifice a land. See if we can draw a red source. We can. So we will earthbend a swamp next turn. Has to get rid of one of his many lands. Although those could be playables at this point. Let's see, 3, 6, 8 mana. Should be able to do just about whatever he wants, regardless of what we do here. So, forest. Please don't counter and draw a card. We haven't seen any counters from him. We'll earthbend this swamp. Oh no, I thought that was the earthbend for 1. Yuck. Okay. So if he blocks a 1/1, he takes 3, 5. Takes a lot of damage. A lot by my calculations. 4/4 should be attacking this turn. Unfortunately, it is not. Because we thought our Haru Earthbend 1 was triggering this land, and our Earthbend 4 with Bumi was triggering this land. Okay, if he doesn't have a board wipe, which I don't believe exists in blue, white, or red colors. I guess in white there is the choose total power 4 to keep. We're in a pretty good spot. Wow, what is he casting? No. Start with you, each up to, we can submit 0. So he's gonna get rid of Bumi. Alright, well, despite the messy earthbending, we were in an okay spot there. Now, Hog Monkey. Do we want to put Hog Monkey in to attack through? Is North Pole Patrol this? Gives a lot of stuff menace. What did we take out for it? Deadly Precision. I mean, combat may be happening. Deadly Precision may be nice. Maybe Raucous Audience. 4 power creatures is includes our Fire Nation Warship. Our Hog Monkey if we exhaust for 5, which is very expensive. Bumi, Canyon Crawler, and that's kind of it. I mean, it's nice to cast our more expensive stuff. Be a Dialy Indoctrination can go. If we ever have 2 of those, I think it feels pretty fad. Okay. Let's keep it. We have all our colors. We have ramp. We just need to get our late game, our top drops. Ooh, that thing is a problem. This guy's deck is just better than ours. And we have a lot of lands this time. What combat tricks did he have? 4 damage to incoming creature. I think we still chill. Soka. Alright, well. We could try and get him with Azula Always Lies, but I don't think he's going to fall for it. Let's play a swamp. Tap here. Turn our forest. I guess, yeah, turn our non-sack land here. No, that's gonna be something. So tap like this. There we go. Figure out. That only took us forever. It's gonna be hard to race with all the life gain from South Pole Villager, but he's got 2 rares on board and just raw played all the colors needed for Soka. Path of Redemption on our land. We can at least still tap for mana, but I imagine it's going to be pretty hard to come back from this. Oh well, I'll accept a loss to rares on 2 and 4. Oh boy, they're really good rares too. Especially if one is going to be 3 mana, need to come down and survive, and we have removal for it, but just don't this game. This will actually live if we -1/+1. So let's -1 this token. +1 our dude. And I don't think I'm trading for anything but the South Pole Villager here, as both creatures will die. Grand, 2/2, they can attack through. he's got removal again for wall top sentries like the Razor Rings, then that's fine. We're going to lose this game if Soka doesn't die right now anyways. He does have Razor Rings. That's enough. Let's see 6 stacks on the trigger and know it's time to scoop. Okay, rough deck. I think we correctly audible after the first match to swap in black for red as the main color. And Bumi was great. TLA, I feel, is very strong. Guru missed every single lookup he had for lessons. At the beginning when we had red built, we didn't have this lesson and this lesson to hit. We still did have seismic sense. And takeaways, I guess, are Bumi is good. It's worth drafting around. But we need to make playables. If we ever are switching colors like that, it means we probably did something wrong in the draft. Oh well. Anyways, GG's. See you in the next one.